Hey everyone, it's Clint Tucker, guitar trainer and coach. It is Fretwork Friday, volume 18, and we're still going back to the basics, and we're going to be working on the chromatic scale today. If you would, go ahead and like and subscribe, and grab your guitars, and we're going to tune up. Here's 6E. 4D. 5A. There's 4D. 3G. 2B. And 1E. Gear I'm using today is my Martin Grand Concert Triple Lot. Very simple guitar. I've been playing a lot more classical and acoustic lately, so I'm going to be using that today. The name of the game is simplicity, but also being very, very cognizant of your technique. So last week we went over fret placement, and we talked about a great way to find out if you're doing it well is if you can play the note and then check that open string underneath it. So we're going to be doing that kind of a thing, but we're going to be doing this right here, this shape, 4 frets and 4 fingers. And right now we're in the 5th position on the D string. And we're going to be doing the D chromatic scale. So we're starting off right here, and we just want you to stay relaxed and kind of get an idea of what this feels like. Don't even press down. And if you notice, my thumb is behind my middle finger. Notice I'm slanting slightly towards the sound hole with my pinky, and this one is slanting slightly towards my headstock, while these are staying straight up and down. The angle might not show it very well, but that's exactly what we're doing. What we're going to do is we're going to actually play this in 3 different spots. So we're doing 4 fingers in 3 different spots, and what's 4 times 3? 12. So that gets us our chromatic scale. We're going to stay on this same string, the D string. And what we're going to do is we're going to come down here to the 1st position. Fingers are at 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now you might need to stretch a little bit right here on that middle finger and that ring finger to get them to be right behind the fret. Remember, we talked about you got to be right behind the fret wire. You don't want to be in the middle in the space. You actually want to be against the fret wire. And what we're going to play is the open D first. Then we're going to play the D sharp. Then finger 2, E. Finger 3, F. Finger 4, F sharp. Now we're just going to take pressure off, move straight to the 5th position, and now we're going to play the 1st finger for G, middle for G sharp, ring for A, pinky for A sharp. Now we're just going to relax, move that straight down to the 9th position. It's on the 9th fret. 1st finger is going to be on B. Middle finger is going to be on C. Ring finger will be on C sharp. And then finally, pinky will be on D. So, do that a little quicker. Now, hopefully, you heard a little bit of the squeak of me moving, but you didn't hear an accent of that note once I started in my new position. That's what we're trying to go for. So if you're playing this and you hear this, that means that you've kind of like dug in with your pick when your hand made the position shift. Try to loosen up your grip a little bit right before you do that. That way it evens out and it becomes even like all the other notes. So I'm just going to lightly touch. There you go. Lightly touch. The loudest thing is the actual squeak of my guitar. And that's just the nature of the acoustic instrument. So keep that in mind while you are working on this. And remember, keep those fingers straight up and down, curl the tips. Make sure that everything is nice and smooth in your transitions. And take your time. You want to make this where you barely come off the fingerboard. You don't want to be up in the air at all. And when you practice going back, make sure that the pinky is what starts the next position. Pinky. So 4, 3, 2, 1, back to the 5th position. 4, 3, 2, 1, back to the 1st position. 4, 3, 2, 1. Anytime you feel like you're not doing great fretting and you don't know how your left hand or your fretting hand is, check that string below, anywhere in the process. Make sure you can hear that open G underneath. And then that should give you a good idea how well your left hand is doing. That's all I have for you today. I hope everyone has a blessed week. Go ahead, like and subscribe. And if you go to cwtucker.com, click the booking tab if you want to get a booking lesson with me. And hope y'all have a blessed weekend. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.